Okay, so we should be about ready to start up here. Let's continue. I haven't looked at this at all. Don't forget to dodge. Dodging is crucial to surviving combat. That does sound about right. That tip is important, and yet, you know, easy to miss. Oh, Z station, huh? That's right, we need to go to Albion for his quest line, for her quest line. He has what he needs for his research. So we need to go back here, I guess. It's weird. Right, I remember some of what we were doing. Here's wood. Coralon. We need to get rid of some stuff. We should probably do that too. Can't tell why when I search for myself I can't see my stream. There we go. Seems to be working now. Hello and welcome to the next episode of Sunless Skies with me, Winsley. It's been a while since I actually looked at this, and I took a quick look through my quest log to see what I was currently working on. This guy wanted to go to Livestream. Apparently we've got all of our stuff for the research here, even though I remember having to go get something about guests, and I don't believe being able to complete their research when we were last here, but I guess we could sail up there really quickly to just try and turn in that quest, because it says we can. Could have sworn he wanted more than what we have, but whatever, you know, like, what's the big deal in going up here? It sells fuel and supplies. We seem to have a bit of fuel and supplies. I'm not sure if we turned in our port report last time we played, but I may even want to reduce my terror, because I think I remember Albion being a little bit heavy on terror, and I didn't know the easy ways to reduce it yet. Although I'm sure we'll be able to figure that out pretty quickly. Looks like we've done stuff here recently. Here we go. Let's go north. Just right over to here. And then we can come up to Avon if we feel like it. Oh, hello. Why is the game so slow? Is there anything that could be slowing down my game? Maybe I have unnecessary tabs open. Let's close down some of these tabs. Yeah, that might be better. Sometimes, usually I try to attack these when I see one by itself. Because that's just free money, you know? Sees its cargo. You got a thing, hello, wall. Walls are not our friends, they're enemies. Bad walls. Go away, please. I think we want to complete some officer quests today though, which means going over to Albion soon. We got the mausoleum for both, what's her face? The queen's daughter, the princess, and our aunt. I think both of them wanted to go over there, so that's what we're gonna do. Sounds like a good plan to me, right? Might as well give it a go. Alright, we need to cut up north here for a bit. I hear bees. Ah, curses, the wind. The wind is here right now. The wind makes these bees dangerous. More dangerous than usual. We're actually going to drive into this because the circus can reduce our terror pretty effectively. Here we go. And we're back in port. Got a port report, please. We go here for the research. Need to wait a little bit longer. Apparently we can't do anything here. Darn it. It's annoying. I guess we could go up to Trader's Wood and Avon to just get some port reports. That seems boring. Just buy or sell some stuff, right? They sell supplies at the circus. We don't need any stuff. Go right to the circus. Off we go. To the circus. don't see bees, I just hear them. There you go. No bees. Nothing to be worried about. More than the dead. Whatever. To the circus. Krillin might be nice because we have ourselves lightless, a soul flaw. I don't want to be too flawed walking around in old Albion. If that can be avoided, I'd like to avoid it. I think last time at the end of the episode we did some stuff over here for oh, bees, hello. You know, you don't seem bothered with me. I'm not bothered with you, bees. You go do your thing. I'll go do my thing. Level 17, dang. How did we get to level 17? When did we get to level 17? Hello, Tacti. Oh, that's not a Tacti. It's an admiral ship. And there's a raider. I guess we've changed the balance of power quite a bit around here, huh? Alright. Like free tickets. Airport report. Attend another performance. Free stuff. Visit the amusements. Visit the amusements. Cheap hours. Not really interested in Krillin. You only sell supplies. You got lots of stuff. Let's just cut right across to there. Here we come, Krillin. Please cure us of our woes. And then I really don't see a point in staying in the area. Is that a homestead? Hello, homestead. Leave swiftly. Thanks for reducing our terror. We have a little bit of stuff we could drop off, but I don't think it's worth it. Even enough to get there and then go south, right? Everything seems so far away. 4 bars of this. I've gone through 10% getting here recently. No unnecessary combat. Let's go this way. Well, hello here. What do you have? Give us some supplies. Actually, they'll burn through our stuff faster. No! I regret that. Still have quite a bit of fuel left. A couple bars. It's like 1 to get here, so it's gonna take us like 1 to get there and then 2 to get there. I wonder if he's gonna go hostile to me immediately, because we're kind of like blowing up all of their kind. Apparently not. Apparently he doesn't care. I wanted to get closer. Here we come, Kurlan. Fuel? Perhaps? No, not fuel. Curses. I mean, we don't have to spend money on supplies now, that's good. But they don't sell fuel up here. We're almost in port now. I do enjoy this game. One here lets me get rid of lightless. Ooh, we have 1 lightless and we have 5 penance. Thank you. Doesn't seem to be worth doing. Can't get these. We need clear soul and flickering. Alright, off to Albion for some officer quests. And maybe a little bit of exploration. I did look up that the guy who gives you more mascots, Mr. something or other, he goes to somewhere in Albion that I haven't found yet. I think the one port I haven't located, so I'm going to try and go find that while we're over there at one point. I have no idea where it is. I didn't look up inner or outer ring, anything like that, although all that information is online. I think it's cool that it is for people who want it. It's there. We should go there actually. What is this? Ah, free fuel. Thank you. What's this? Umar! Hello! Thank you, my friend. It's been another month already? This is the hype train for the Stellaris MP this Sunday. Dude, I'm stoked for it. I'm thinking we got a couple people in Discord that's already responded, so I think we'll have enough numbers to play our stuff. I'm gonna be playing a Robot Nation, my friend, and I won't be playing optimally. I'll be having fun with it, you know. I'm not playing assimilators or anything crazy. I'm thinking rogue servitors for the lulz. I know you hate them, but at least Megacorps can't steal trade value for money. One of my favorite ways to make money. Let's take tea at Admiral Nelson. I think this is a decent way to lose terror. Ooh, 10 ministry approved literature? Are you kidding me? That's so valuable. I did not know that could happen if you take a bunch of tea. I guess they really like me there. That's amazing. I also think they like it if you just join in. Oh yeah, they like us. And if we go here, we can turn in some of our stuff for some money. Savage secrets are valuable. Let's just do it for money. Give me all of your money. Super nice stuff. They were so good, but now so sad. And servitors got triple hit. They have to care about consumer goods and food and happiness. Yeah, but they're still fun to play. They're harder to play well as, but they're still fun to play. This is a really good thing. I almost never see pane glass for sale. When we go through, where do we appear? Anywhere close to the center? I think so. We could grab 2 for now, and then just run some of it over to Albion really quickly. Or I could just bring it all back to Winchester and then come back here really quickly. And buy some more. Yeah, let's do that really quickly. It won't take me very long to go back to New Winchester. Alright, New Winchester, we've gotten our port reports from pretty much everywhere. We're gonna come back here almost immediately. They should just bring back the servitor morale. The percentage of props increase the output. I agree, I would like that a lot. It would make playing them a little bit more fun. I mean, it was always a really overpowered mechanic, but just tweaking it to be less percentage would work out really well if you ask me. I know, nobody asked me, but hey, that's my opinion. Is this guy gonna charge at me? Leave me alone, friend. Look, we've turned the power of the Reach in favor of you blue dudes. I know, you gave us like 10 freaking ministry stamp things in your friendly port over there. But, you know, doesn't mean you shouldn't give me a wider berth, that's all I'm saying. Man, I was really intending to get to Albion quicker than this. We did a full like roundabout of the reach. Well, I like the reach. That's probably fine. There's something down here. But we have a full hold. Are you gonna spawn in enemies if they come in close to you? Yacht something. Vision of the heavens. Well, isn't that nice? I'm looking forward to seeing what Silas plays, and Lev. It sounds like he's going to be able to join us. If Evend isn't able to get there, I know all I need to do is just spawn in some hive minds for him to choose from, and he'll be fine. He loves them hive minds. Marauders are close to New Winchester. How sad. Hive minds. Yes, they're super good, super fun to play. They always have been fun to play. They're kind of like the robots, except for they have a lot more of the benefits that they used to have. Aw. You just reduced my tier because I didn't have munitions to trade with them. How sad. Houston, we need more pop growth. Pop growth doesn't mean anything if you lose all of your pops in a war. Is he just running into the wall, or is it just me? Also, apparently there's something over here. Hello. Gain supplies, but also terror. I'm about to go back to New Winchester. Let's go to the main place and then home. I think they have the best pop growth at the very beginning of the game, right? Hive minds. If you take the right starting civics. Which I think some of them are banned for the MP. Unfortunately, they're just too good with their Total War civics. There's a way to remove that with a mod. I'd like to actually use that mod. That way we could kind of enjoy those mechanics without their total overpowered war goal. There should be a thing for that, right? A mod for that? If there isn't, maybe I need to get to modding. My girlfriend thinks that I'd be a good modder. At least I come up with decent ideas. Like I was like, dude, there should be a Stellaris mod with Sunless Sky stuff, and she's like, that sounds like a good mod. Is that a thing? I'm pretty sure it's not. Recent news: spies and traitors would. Careers making the rounds in this station. I'm not worried about it. Deliver port reports. Here you go. Enjoy your port reports. Apparently we got some stuff. Oh, we got a full hold because of that event where we got some supplies for free. Alright, let's go drop off our haul from the reach. Very profitable, easy reach. I bet if we go back to the research station, they would allow us to progress the storyline more now. Although I'm not too bothered about it. We don't need that on. We're still within reach of New Winchester. Learn more. The tactics retreat And new interest reels from recent events, the more free-spirited citizens are now keeping a low profile, with the company Alice, head of the Winchester Company, bristles with London flags. The colonials have built the closest things to taxis have to their leadership to flood the port, so no longer here. Ooh. House. Alright, discoveries, bargains in reach. For example, Catchy's retreats means fewer independent miners to compete with, so more hour laden skyrocks for you to claim. Interesting, we can mine more. Dang, yeah. Literature here now. I'd rather turn into the bank because we don't have that much saved up. Same with this thing, to be honest. Market. It's probably enough to go down to Port Prosper and then head over. Okay. I think so. What do we have in terms of stats? 52 or 53? Or no, 52. 50 here. 21 plus 8. I see, so these add up to be a lot more than what I can see right here. We have a little bit of villainy, all of establishment, a tiny bit of academia, a little bit of bohemia. I think we take this up to 3, then we can do some more stuff and the stuff to the north here. But for now I want to go to Albion. To Albion and beyond. Try and remember to buy the stuff from Port Prosper, because that's a good bargain to take advantage of. It's useful for quest lines and all kinds of stuff. Can't believe there's just so many of those things floating around now. They're everywhere. I think we have to go to Livestream if we want to hunt Tacties now. Leave. Thank you for the reduction on terror. We're almost back. There's like no conflict, we haven't seen anything. The Admiralty controls the waters and it's safer because of it. You're welcome, space. They literally control everything. Now we don't want extra crew, more than the dead. I haven't fought one of those in a while. Do you want to fight? I'd be willing to fight. getting me. Ow. Yeah, you're actually pretty good at combat, aren't you? Come back. Oh, I thought he died. There he goes. I thought he got him much earlier. Whew. Lose terror. Search for something valuable. Let's just heal a little bit. Whatever. That was fun. I enjoyed the combat. Combat is fun. I had to practice it. Dodging is not easy in this game. And I remember it saying we had to get something like class of a guest, and that's a guest right there, so I guess maybe we completed that quest line? Something like that? There must have been an update, and it must have screwed up my progress on that quest, or triggered the next portion of it. I hope so. I hope it didn't put me back a little bit on my progress. Like, she still wants to go to Mausoleum. She still wants to go to the Mausoleum. That's good. Good, good, good. What's up? Friend. Alright, let's buy a little bit of extra supplies, and also what else do we want to do? Yes, buy this. Four and 4 should be more than enough to get to Albion's center. Still, let's just make sure we have enough. And I don't think we can heal here. Pretty sure we didn't kill any tacties or do anything else we needed to be worried about. Off to Albion. Present ourselves to customs. Nothing to declare. Because we're nice and good. You're good peoples. You obey the law of the sea, sky, space. Lawless night. How dare the son of Eleuthia. Turn against its peers. Might be why it's still alive. Man spared it. Or whatever you call us. Should we go out this way and then into London just to see if there's anything in this space? I say yes. Let's go east. Dream of Stone. You wake. City of statues. A quarterstone. Old frost gleams across corners. Streak of wind blows their spiders. You see dead shuffle through the streets and into the court. And an unspoken, unending line of faces are masked. You awake and start. You hear the crew weeping in their sleep. Investigate. You find shivering of cold, thrashing with fever, the dead are brought before me. One cries, they are dreaming the same dream you were. Rouse the crew, return to your dreams. I don't recognize this. Rouse the crew, wake them, offer a ski of ration to drive away the dream. Three tales of terror. To terror, you shake the crew awake and order them to galley. There you pour out the whiskey and exchange the stories of your cold, distant dreams. When they return to their cabins, one crewman finds one of the feline eccentric cats still sleeping in his bunk. The cat is twitching deep in a dream. Get off the mog, a crew says, trying to lift it away. It doesn't move. He moves both his hands until he is red-faced. The cat is cold and heavy as a slab of stone. The cat, belloweth, the narrow one, awake, stretches and wanders away. So the cats just cost us a supply, I think. The eccentric lady's cat can cost you a supply randomly. Not cool cats. They're not really cats though. I don't think so. There's something interesting going on with those cats, and I might have to get rid of the eccentric lady if it causes us to lose supplies like that. This guy's mutiny. There's something out here. I don't know what that is, but let's go see what it is. Oh, they're singing around. That doesn't count as mutiny. No. Don't scare me like that game. They sell fuel and supplies, so we could go there if we get in a lot of trouble. Where are we flying towards? Can't tell what we're flying towards. Oh, that. The belly. Very confused about this. I don't like it. Heard a lot of combat and it scares me. I think we lost it. I wonder what that is though. It looks like it's got a thing around it. Maybe that's the place that we were trying to find. It might be a port. It very well could be. What the heck was that? Did you see that? Jeez, that was giant. Alright, after we go over here, we need to go into port, I think. Found something. There's something here though, right? A lighthouse, at least? You're telling me we didn't discover anything. Something called Smith's Cut. Flying over there, flying around. You sell fuel, but not supplies. floors below. Support. Could be a port. I don't think this is a port. Where are we going here? Nothing special. Alright, let's go back the way we came. We need to get to London. What was that? Are we near something? I feel like we're near something. The question is, do I have enough supplies to even send out a bat at this point? Not to really know that I can get back safely afterwards, so I'm just going home. We're going to Albion. I feel like we're so close to something. I shouldn't have done that. Why'd I do that? Apparently there's something right here. Another place we can go mining. I don't know what that is, but I'm running away from it. Get away. We're running. London's factories, industry churn, making slow, endless thunder. Can I fly through that? That's starting to look like a wall in front of me. Yep, that's a wall, whatever that is. Hello, wall. Should I send another thing? See if there's anything around here. Can't really go off the beaten path. I'm not bothered. Maybe go to the mausoleum, try and complete a quest or two, right? See if we can find anything around here, I'm curious. Ooh, the remedial school. Apparently there's nothing really around here. Let's go this way around. last bar of food, you say, huh? Dang, our terror's gone up quite a bit. What is that? What is that? Something ghastly. Looks like we're pretty much home. We'll go around this and then I guess cut in. Here we come, Albion. Alright, Princess, yes, you've been patient. Let's go over to the mausoleum. Hey, that took our terror down to 0. Alright, so if we go here, they would like 3 sets of crocky thingies, they would like some literature, and I guess we'll take it for now. And that thing. Would like 3 of these over in the Serene Mausoleum. Self-fuel and supplies, so this should be enough to get us over there. Fully repair, please. See if the hourologist heard about our failings. He almost looks pleased to see you. Ah, you're back. Good. I have an interesting one for you. Lustrum. Lose time in Lustrum. The mother of the mountains is the primary source of London's hours, but the rest rush to mine. It is frenzied and unruly. The Wind Company has reported a notable uptick in unadulterated hours of late. Unscrupulous prospectors mangle them with geodes of I would normally send an inspector, but I'm sure you can handle it. Prove me right. Ooh, interesting. Deliver report reports. Gain 200 thingies. Ooh, I could get a royal dispensation. You could try and buy a thing here in London once you've completed some quests. That's my current goal, is to try and do that. I know my ambition is to find a house to live in, but we've done so much progress on these quest lines. I'd like to see them through before we actually complete the game. Off to the mausoleum. That was kind of scary when we got here and whatever it was appeared. It's House of the Belly. Where I assume that last port is, although there may be stuff past the mausoleum out here in the outer ring, and I may start to explore that a bit. What? Where is the thing to mine? That's not mining, that's supplies and stuff. Still, I'm interested. Crocodile. Nice, free stuff. We didn't even have to fight anybody that time. That seems special and unlikely. Or just rather rare, not unlikely. Well, rare and unlikely are pretty similar words, aren't they? Graves, as far as the eye can see. Yeah, it's the gentleman's thing. We could use this to search the area, but he's probably not going to find anything. Ooh, we found something a little bit north of where we didn't go. Nothing in the immediate vicinity. I bet our mascot would be cool. I'm kind of still surprised we started off today with getting 10 free things of literature. Well, hello. How do we enter here again? Right, in through the sides. Attending a funeral. Attend a deathless funeral. We've gained favor. Yay! Find the Privy Councilor's tomb. Report, because I always do that. Let's try and do this first. Friends among the deathless, so yes, we can do this. Lost a favor. The luminous cardinal tracks you down as you make inquiries of the foeman. His vestments are pale as a winter's dawn. This way, he whispers. He leads you deep in the chambers of the mausoleum heart. The hallways are lit only by candlelight. As at last you arrive at a narrow archway that looks down on the long spiral stair. The Privy Councilor is very below. His funeral was obstinacious. He was according to the second largest tomb. I began wondering, is it blasphemy? May gods have mercy on all of our souls. The cardinal strides away from the gloom. Alright, let's see what happens here. We're searching for her. There is one tomb at the foot of the stairs. It is a vast Gothic cathedral and must occupy an entire wing of the mausoleum. It's almost entirely shut in darkness. The light from your lamp struggles against the tides of gloom. Majesty's Privy Councilor must have taken it to the grave. Search for the design of the unclear bomb, right? You have to return to her aunt to see what she's found. You walk forward into the darkness and reach out for obstacles. Your hands disappear before you as though swallowed by night. Your aunt vanishes as though she never was. You brush against a stone as cold as death's lips, feel cobwebs on your face, but see nothing. Inch by inch you press on. Suddenly a familiar voice splits the darkness. Are you there? I found it. Your aunt's voice is quiet. She sounds scared. Let's see what she's found. She's found something. You find her feeling your way around the curvatures of the wall, back towards the center of the crypt. Your aunt is just ahead of you. Don't make any sudden movements. I found it. The designs, the unclear bomb. Your hands are on it. You remove your hands from the wall immediately. The Privy Councillor's tomb has taken up the dormant unclear bomb, the weapon devised by London to kill the sun, a device to quench stars, drowning them in sorrow. Why is it's still here? Why hasn't it been used? Your aunt tugs your sleeve. Let's get out of here. Slowly. The unclear bomb is in the tomb. Leave the tomb. The location of... We found this. We need to talk to her to decide what to do next. Oh wow. We find her back. Welcoming chamber of the mausoleum. You stub your toe. Your aunt trips several times, but together you manage. Talk backboard. That's crazy. Visit the Memorial to Prince concert. We want to do something for the princess here. We have 2 in all of these. We have 1 in all of these. Let's use our moment of inspiration. However, it would require the most inspired of lives. Either that or we can use a cryptic benefactor, which I think we can get from just running port reports around. Let's use our moment of inspiration. If the princess wants in, we can talk our way inside. The surfeit of conversation. Afterwards, you can barely remember the story you told. Something about religious cleaners, a pilgrimage, oaths of private homage, and a half other brilliant digressions. The incognito princess even applauded when you drew to a close. There are some minutes where news travels to the dire chamberlain and back to with his decision. You are allowed access. Ooh, we did it. So it is not a small thing. The guards clear the mausoleum for the general public, and then other guards clear the usual guards. These deaf trusted elite don blindfolds and each pull upon a chain around their neck, each revealing a silver key. The princess gathers the key, examining the intricate finger lace scenes they're decorated with. Ooh, she says, this one is of the day my parents met. They were so young then. She turns to the first door, chooses the appropriate key to open it. 7 doors follow the design of doors, and keys alike recapitulate the relationship between Queen and the Prince Consort from those early happy days to his tragic death. As you follow the princess, the door draws shut behind you. He lies in the center of the structure, mounted on a marble altar, caught in a beam of light, rested in velvet cushions, while the ravages of his illness are quite obvious. He's so well preserved you could almost think him alive. At which point he coughs. The Prince Consort lives. It is not a life any would wish, but it is life. The princess has something to say. You get do his job. Want it very well. Okay, nothing terrible happened, Daddy, she says, rushing over, taking an unresponsive hand. I just knew Mother wouldn't give you up to anyone, yet alone death. I have such terrific news. I'm to be married, she says. The princess leaves a moment for him to gasp. He's unconscious, so fails to oblige. It's a perfect match. We're aware of our devil, who was once the many-mouthed, whose children are the coarser beasts. It's him. You're aware of the devil who was once the many-mouthed, whose children are the coarser beasts. It's him. It's a trifle complicated, I'll admit. We plan to maintain separate residences. He's trapped eternally down a well. I love him very much, almost as much as I love the status I'll achieve once we're wed. Do I have your permission? A long pause is broken by a parchment dry cough as the Prince Regent stirs and the princess bounces, taking it as a yes. Thank you, Daddy, she says. Send my thoughts to Mother. Strauss' hand almost runs from the mausoleum. She's intention to marry. You can come here to reduce terror, huh? Approach the deathless. I have one favor. Gain favor and some terror. It might come in useful later. Oh, they're selling. Oh no, they're buying this. Got it. Good. Cool. We got an invitation here. We can buy some munitions. We might do that on our way back, but for now, I would like to buy at least that to go explore north of here and then south. That's the arc we're gonna take, I think. Also, let's talk to our officers that we just did stuff for. We found the unclear bomb. We have to acquire a royal dispensation to get an audience with the Queen of London. I've forgotten how she upgrades. I would like to actually check that really quickly, because it might be worth taking her down a not so establishment path. She can do villainry to get me some veils, or I can get some more establishment and some irons, which would be kind of cool, I guess. I guess since we've already been like good with the queen, it may be taking us down that path anyways. Anyways, the other one was the princess. She can either become academic or bohemia focused. That's interesting to know. Alright, your aunt looks up an ancient battered etiquette book. This is from my school days, she says with a wistful smile. Her focus sharpens. We need to know why London concluded that with the revolutionaries to build this dreadful weapon and then didn't use it. There were 4 people at the rendezvous. 2, 3 now are dead. There's only one person who can give us the answers we need. Her renewed majesty, your aunt Barrosan. There's an old protocol we could take advantage of. If we had a royal dispensation, we could use the privilege of an answer to get an audience. The sovereign is behoven to answer one question truthfully. I think we can do that pretty easily back in London, and we may do that. I think we should do that. Ask the princess about the fact that she's marrying a devil. Alright. Probably doesn't want to know more. It's an easy part to ignore. Not devil. My devil, says the incognito princess, proudly rubbing her toes on a dead rug of her old self. The poetical suitor and the analytical suitor are trapped inside bird cages made of stone, wailing at the news. We must proceed to the well of the wolf, says the princess. It's not a wolf down there. My beloved waits. Soon we will be together. Well, not strictly speaking together. That would be disastrous, but at least married. Princess takes up your hand and looks at you in the eyes. It's been such fun to go on an adventure with a friend, she says. You'll give me away, of course. It isn't a question. Alright, we need to go to here to marry her beloved. And the other one is slightly different. They want to go back to London. Alright, off on our adventure we go. Alright, let's wait 10 seconds before sending out our bat. Oh look, free stuff. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. I really do not like fighting these dudes. They're more trouble than they're worth. Let's get him to charge into the walls. That'd be an easy way to kill him. You sure there's nothing in front of us? There looks like there's something in front of us. There's a story there. Ruins. This is Orm's, a province of only half-tamed. Orm's world. I don't know what that is. There's something over there that I don't really want to fight. Alright, we're gonna fly towards this and then send out another search thing once we get closer. Something tells me we don't want to be closer though. Not really. Something else south of that. I wonder what it is. That looks interesting. I wonder what that is. The wreck of the... whoa, this looks like the Behringer, the boatman. The wreck drifts ahead. Fierce winds rock it like in an empty cradle. Its black and silver bulks gleam in your lights as you search for its nameplate. The boatman, Captain, the signaler, wants your attention. That's a Necropolis line engine brought the dead to memoriam. His eyes widened, but it disappeared one eve. They said the dead woke, commanded the train. Nonsense, I'm sure. He doesn't look convinced. Signaler crosses himself. Prepare to board. We are trespassing. We gain some terror. Your pilot grazes the wreck hole and has to reverse. Your navigator's hand slips while winching the locomotive close. The clang resonates throughout the engine. When you finally dock, you select a few of your crew to join you. The outer doors of the Bowman is round with frost. Bolts shriek as they are pulled across. Inside you, torchlight reveals a narrow corridor in somber black opening onto darker doorways like the crew cabins. There is a long moan from somewhere deep in the engine, probably the boilers. Your stoker whispers, wrestling forward through the cabins. You hear a rattle of something that might be chains. The bolt loosens in the chassis. Your stoker suggests less confidently. Bowman is a dark and cold as the grave. Gaslights flicker on the walls, nothing substantial enough to illuminate more than an empty doorways ahead. A shattered window in the galley is responsible for the merciless cold. The source of the faint but insistent knocking is less clear. Morphle bone. What happened here? Gained one terror. Signs of lice. Light in hand, you wander the empty cabins and carriages. The floor of the boiler room is scarred with torch marks. The captain's cabin is littered with pieces of furniture. There are bullets in the walls. There are no coffins aboard. but the hold is locked. A great groaning emanates from within. Groaning inside. Say the crew cabins. 3 terror. Heard below a sound of pipes before bursts, particularly unhappy digest attacks. Best a mirror and glimpse a skull where your face should be. The rest is mantled in place. Returning to the mirror, you see glass broken. There's a hole in the wall. Nothing in there. The engine room. 1 terror. There's hot and dry. At the heart of the work world, the incinerator has been switched on. Something is burning inside. Peering in, you make out the remains of the bundle of black and silver uniforms smoldering in ash. Incinerator's on. Something's burning inside. Investigate the galley. A pot has been left in the hob, boiling away inside. Teeth. Sudden hissing as the curse seems stifles a scream. It's just a pipe giving out the cold steam pouring in. Rupture. Smoke. Captain's cabin, I guess, is the last place we look. The boat. Yeah, okay. Let's see what happens. You're weeping somewhere far away. The room is Spartan. The bed looks uncomfortable. Someone has arranged her pillow. A surprising number of mournful stuffed toys beneath her sheets in the semblance of a sleeping form. The only other furniture in this room is a barrel of writing desk and a journal pen abandoned on it. You need 15 to breach the hold. Read the captain's log. 66% chance. Failed? The light gutters and dies. You hear footsteps of crew. You stumble away in the dark. Takes your clammy like a bomb of your pond. Let me help you. Your light flares up. The pallid, bloated face smiles like an overheat speech. Why is your lamp out, Captain? We're gonna investigate. I'm curious. Few home comforts. The room is Spartan. And, partial success. Reading the captain's log provides a few clues. September, blah blah blah. Line met insurance this we shave a day off and a half a day from the round trip. Navigator plotted new course. September. That's the next day. To make memoriam in good time. Next day, scouts report west of unraveled time on our bearing. Have instructed pilots to hold the course and our schedule. You haven't found a single coffin, but the hold is locked from the outside. The captain would have her keys with her, but you've not found her body either. The captain felt the need to lock the hold before abandoning her engine, or she's inside. The door is locked tight. Force it open. Explosives will be required. We lost a crew. Breached the hole. Dang. Tinders lit. A few seconds later, burning of torches as it approaches. Creates something explosive is the only light on the boatman. The wreck is rocked in incandescent fire as the door coffins behind it are violently expelled from the engine. When the smoke is clears, not everyone is intact. Dang it. Beyond the wreckage, you find a row of coffins like blackened teeth. There's a sudden muffled banging as if something is knocking on the other side of a lid. Explore the hold. There's signs of a fight. You discovered the fate of the boatman's crew. You move through the hold, which is large as a wealthy family's mausoleum. Casting your light below you, shadows fleet, revealing chains holding something of coffin's clothes, scuff marks on the floor, a few shreds of black and silver cloth. An insisting scratching comes from the coffin, knocking from another. Your signaler startles, stumbles face first on a coffin which rocks angrily. The lid slides off, revealing the boatman's captain gagged, bound and very still alive. Footsteps approach slowly as though dragged. Your soaker shriek. Figures appear at the hold door, mantled in shadow. Who are they? What do they want? Walking corpses. You raise your torches, illuminating the figures in the door. This provokes shrieks from your crew. Shadow-skinned, hollow-eyed, decaying corpses are blocking your escape. Bloody rib cages, broken skulls, exposed bloods. Oh, jeez, cadavers. Reach for your weapon. You're not alone. You reach your pistol. The cadavers take a step back. Please, the nearest rasp, a tall, tattered man in a Stoker's universe. I'm not sure these bodies could survive any more damage. Approach the corpses. We're at 37 Terror. In the eerie light of the torch, you make out a moldering corpses. They stand in the doorway, silent as the grave. They're the key to whatever befell the boatman. Introduce yourself. The leader extends one bony hand, his limbs shaking from the weight of yet unsloughed flesh. Introduce yourself. You met the dead that walked the boatman. The corpse nods stiffly, its fingers close around your own. There is an uncomfortable moment where you almost leave with more fingers than you started with, but eventually, with many a courteous excuse me, you extract yourself. We glad you didn't run away, the skeleton says. The sea stoker sends another corpse to fetch brandy for a crew. The captain, he says mournfully, had a habit with the brandy lacks in quality, makes him posty. Now, the stoker says, when the last of the glasses have been handed out, I think an explanation is required. Yeah, hear what he has to say. I should apologize, he says. We've not had any visitors since the mutiny. Couldn't predict how you'd react. Driving off with a haunting seemed safest. Almost had you, a decaying lady chaps. The fruits in her hands have been fused with an exposed part of her cranium. The stoker clears his crumbling throat. While our bodies were being transported, the captain stared at us through a carelessness in time. Things haven't gotten tangled, you see. As far as our minds are concerned, we haven't died, but our bodies beg to differ. Vociously, the last thing I remember from when I was alive is saying farewell to my husband, then heading to this station. He looks down at the captain in her coffin, and she's getting agitated again. We've been very decent, considering they've tried to throw us into the incinerator the moment we climbed out of our boxes. Anyway, we thought we might face the same treatment elsewhere, so we set up into the wild, but here we are, stuck without fuel. We'd appreciate help. He takes some of them back to London. There's unhappy dead and happy dead. Speak with the living. Guess we'll speak with them. Inspiration. The moment you remove the gag from the captain's mouth, she bursts into speech. Get us out here. They're close. The coffin lids on us. I cannot bear another second. She pauses to gain a degree of self-control. I know we're a bit hasty popping them incinerator, but it was horrible. The coffins busting open, shrieking bodies, wondering where their tea was or why they couldn't see. She stutters, but please, this is a nightmare. Speak with the happy dead, I guess. The stoker just adjusts his jaw to make his speech more intelligible. Really. Last thing I remember from life before this was wishing him goodbye. A sigh rattles from his skull. I wouldn't want him to see me like this. He gestures to the assemblage of cadavers behind him. It's the same for all of us. No idea what we'd go back to or whom or if we'd ever be allowed. Better to have a fresh start. Alright, and then the unhappy dead. I had a nice tea shop in London, open with my birdie. We had a word, a new strain coming in from Etheria. Last I know, I was on my way to the station to pick it up. She pauses to pluck a wax beach out from the fracture in her skull. All this she gestures from scale floor. It's just an inconvenience. Going back is an opportunity, and I'd be one to be a fool to miss it. I'm not the only one who feels this way. Arrange to take the living home. Arrange to take the grumbling dead back to London. So arrange to take some of the living home. Alright. The crew wants to return to the mausoleum. You all the Captain Avercoff and the dead keep their distance, perhaps sensing their helps unlikely to be appreciated. Something savor you are. The captain whispers, "Come on, lads. We're all aboard the captain's train. We'll sort this out." We're going to the line manager on the way back. Crew of the boatmen leave their trains. For you as the quartermaster, you can arrange the details of crossing and provisioning. You can take some of the grumbling dead back to London, but maybe taking them both back won't be good. Taking some of them back to London. Shepherd grass, you would? Oh, I can smell my old tea shop already. Her voice gives out, but she conveys her feelings via a sudden crushing embrace. Bones crack before she releases. Fortunately, only hers. Your quartermaster can arrange all the details of the trip back. Your quartermaster's expressions suggest they did not appreciate a reminder that the new passengers won't require supplies. Alright, return to our locomotive. Done all we can here. We're doing two things. Return to London and the mausoleum for your rewards. Cheerful parting, Stoker ways. Your visit is well timed. We're running out of corned beef. With our guests, we can burn the spare coffins that will get us far enough to refuel. Something right in front of us. Apparently the mine. We should probably cut across to the mausoleum, right? Yeah, that was probably not the smartest move, but we're gonna try and run back to the mausoleum now. We need crew. Unfortunately, we're under, I think, the number, or we're at the number where we start to have problems. Crud, crud, crud. What are we looking at here? Is this the Well of the Wolf? That looks dangerous to get close to. Oh, but this isn't a wall. I hate those things that look like walls. No, that's friendly. Hey, friendly. Oh. It was plenty scary. The wreck of the boat, man. Let's take these guys back to London. Grab some more crew soon. Somebody's in combat around here. You can hear them. Drop off the crew of the boatman. The captain fills with her cufflinks as she accompanies you to the office of the something line. Her crew have scurried away. You don't have to come in, she says, not looking at you, but the manager's not going to be pleased. If you'd like to put in a good word, she tries off. You have arrived at the door of the office. She knocks. Inside the officer is a fernery draped in indigo and is scented with fussy silver fixtures. The line manager looks up from his desk and glowers at the captain. Where have you been? Captains ought to look out for each other. Speak up for the captain. Hey, we got a benefactor. Per the boatman are gone. The line manager rants and rages until you manage to interject. You mention of exceptional circumstances gives him a pause in your production of the captain's own log, but he stopped too convinced. He plainly does not believe you, but seems afraid of anything in writing. He dismisses you both, but not without a significant reward for your troubles and your immediate departure. Outside, the captain deflates with relief. Thank you, thank you. I'll remember your kindness. Enter. Should we just buy this and bring it back with us? I think so. Also, these can be used to reduce our terror, right? This will reduce our terror moderate. Oh, quite a bit actually. Dang. We had a lot of them, so I decided just to see what happened. I didn't need to buy anything to bring it back to London, but I guess we will. Let's progress our storylines. Let's get our royal dispensation since we can. Stay away from this so our terror stops going up and up and up. Hey, look, there's something here. I'm not sure what that is, but I don't think it's the Well of the Wolf. It'd be annoying if we'd been avoiding it this whole time. Yeah, that looks really super ominous. I'd like to avoid it if I can. Now, off to London. Not sure how they're gonna feel about me returning these dead people. Also, let's try and turn in the devil's souls that we went to Euthuria for, or that we got while we were in Euthuria. We did find something today, the boatman. One of these, and let's go to, yeah, also deposit the dead. Crew will be happy to have them off the dead. All in all, your navigator must not be bad passengers despite their insistence on joining the crew for meals, watching enviously, and in one regrettable instance is dropping a drawbone in the stew. The beheaded chaperone sees her charges off the engine with efficiency and tenderness. Her charges slowly disappear into the teeming smog of London. When the last one is gone, she turns to you. Would you come with me? I'm not sure how my husband will take my return. Agree. She rubs her skull in case you can't tell, Captain. I am smiling. She leads you through a crowded thoroughfare of Christ just behind St. Dominic's. There's a little tea shop. There, a tea shop is waiting. Her husband sits inside while tea is 3 steep. He weeps when he eventually composes himself. You were paid for her return with tea as well as coin. Yeah, we got some tea. 500 sovereigns and some tea. That's good. I'm glad. We need the royal dispensation to advance that storyline, but before we do that, let's do this. You try the remains of the palace. You find a few townhouses that have fallen on hard times. A repentant devil cackles to himself and says, I know where she will be. Hard to believe. I did not think of it first. He leads you earnestly through the unerringly through the streets, and it seems he's lived here for a time not long ago. This is one of the embassies of devils in London, now in ruins, though still overly hot. You can see only a few limbs of the Baroness at a time. Most of her stands up the grand staircase and out of sight. The downstairs portions are plated, iridescent on black, something like a widow's ball gown if it made entirely of a beetle. The Baroness's children are sightless larvae chewing on paperwork. Someone has sent an assassin after me. The repentant devil addresses the Baroness downstairs eyes and her downstairs mouth. She might not appreciate the nuances. I don't know. The plates of the Baroness exoskeletons fasten the rhythms of the laughter. The rhythm is the rhythm of laughter, but the sound of rustled leaves when she speaks is the same desecrated quality. If I had the energy to kill you, I would have done it long ago. No, my old friend, your problems come very much from another direction. They've visited me looking for you. She turns her notice to you. It must be irritating serving such a master. He becomes intolerable when he is bored. Maybe I should correct her, see what happens. Oh, do you think so? The Baroness smiles, parts move as though chewing something in the air. I'll leave that between you. Shall I? This is the Baroness. Hell with the... Yeah, we did that. This one, ask her about the person who came for him. What was their intent? He's got ambitions or revolutionary tendencies. I forget what the benefits are of either one. Either make him a defiant devil or something else. Fails in the academy. Go for Defiant Devil Academy. Make him interesting. I could have sworn there was more here before the update. Now I can't find anything on this. I said that there was no point in trying to take him anywhere he doesn't want to go, the Baroness remarked, extending one limb towards the repentant level, but she seemed likely to keep trying, so I killed her and kept her effects. She produced a bundle of things, clothes, a mean little dagger, and some paperwork. The bundle has been chewed up by the Baroness's children, but the paperwork still looks legible. With that, you are ready to leave. What will you speak of as you depart the embassy? I don't think I really want to make him a revolutionary. And when I compare him to the other signalers, I would like to make him more of an academic than anything else, I think. Let's go for his ambitions instead of his revolutionary tendencies. Dwell on his ambitions. Let's become more ambitious. These days she takes an interest in souls mainly for form's sake. She never appreciates the art that goes into such matters. If she'd continued to live with her words, he would never have been able to turn to his proper work. It's more ambitious. That's good, I guess. Wander the streets, what happens? Anything? That's I guess take 3 or 4. Better to have that than not enough crew. Also, we would like a royal dispensation, please. We've got 19 and we're gonna trade them all in for, not all, but 16 of them in for one of these. Say no more. We've worked so hard on the matters crucial to the ministry. Yeah. Others, yes. Deliver report reports. Now let's go here and back here. Explore London, seek an audience with Queen Victoria, the Queen herself. There is only one person alive who can answer your aunt's question about the unclear bomb. The throne of ours rises above the smog of London like an imperial cathedral. Fall sunlight reflects from it, clear as cut glass and pitiless as dawn. Your dispensation gets you into the clockwork court, where the courtiers are permitted to attend upon the imperial presence. Courtiers outfitted in the imperial colors of black and gold survey you with a mixture of curiosity and fear. New blood in the engine of change at the court, and change is the enemy of security. The royal chamberlain sweeps you through the court and into the throne room itself. This is not what he came here for, but maybe I'll have some antiquarian interest. Just ascend, or we can examine the throne. I don't think there's any problem in examining the throne, hopefully not. Time still to a hush as the great door closes behind you. Silence falls like a curtain of a sage footfall is too loud on the polished marble. The throne is ahead, towering over you like a splendid immensity. In all of its splendid immensity, all myriad glass surface shimmers like a falling water. Within, you see yourself reflected as you once were, as you ought to be, and as you never will be. As a chair on top of the throne, a much smaller throne, a figure sits on it. Chair on top of the throne, a chair on the chair. Examine the throne. Sure. Gain terror that your transcription is complete. Yay. Message written in starlight. The curdle sigils scintillate across the glass. Imprints flow like spilt wine, and symbols fly light. A fire behind your eyes in afterglow of sunset. The last few sigils are isolated, discreet, and each have impacted the throne like a scent of the comet. You record what you can before your vision is lost to the smoking after images of the language of the stars. Yeah, transcription. That's pretty cool. Now we can ascend. I heard access to her. Okay, we'll go up these wide stairs. The terrace seems to be going up. We're at 54. You're in the royal presence. Your aunt is ahead of you, her sensible shoes clattering against the glass as she climbs the vast banister stairs towards the throne of Queen Victoria, her renewed majesty. You best hurry if you want to catch her. You reach the apex of the throne. Below you, the fearful machinery of hours above the throne of Victoria. Your aunt hesitates before reaching for your hand. Together you approach her renewed majesty, Empress of Albion, the Reach, London, and the soon-to-be conquered territories. Victoria, Queen of Britannia, surveys you. She raises a hand, flushed with use, beckoning you forward. It's been a long time since anyone requested the privilege of an answer. Her eyes like a formation of diamonds. One had thought it been stricken from all the new books. Your aunt allows herself a quick, satisfying smiles. Your Majesty, we found the unclear bomb. It's unused. But I must surmise that we did not kill Albion's son, thus we did not claim Albion by conquest and owe the revolutionaries no debt. She pauses and draws a quick breath. Am I correct? Victoria laughs. Her laughter is bright. Oh, well done. Yes, we have enlisted help, but the situation on the ground turned out to be quite different from what we'd expect. We've been keeping the bomb hidden, however, for a rainy day. She leans back on her throne. So, now that you know all that, will you answer one question? What are you planning to do with this information? Albion's secret is safe with you. Reveal the truth. Oh, we keep it hidden, I think. Right? We don't want to upset the establishment. More establishment is good for us, I think. I hope. I don't think telling her that we're going to tell people would be a smart thing to do anyways. We're gonna go with the establishment stuff. We're gonna keep it safe because we're simple like that. Keep it hidden. I mean, secrets are safe with you. And we gained a lot of terror too. Renewed Majesty smiles indulgently as one would at a tame bird, mimicking speech. One does not appreciate patriotism. It is a rare quality. Everyone wants something for something. She rises from the throne, her face is lost with the rays of light from the clockwork sun, which seeps through the window behind her. Not that anyone's motivations matter so much anymore. One is timeless. One's domination is history itself. Chronology bows before one. One is eternity's mistress. She smiles, serene and radiant. She waves her hand. You're dismissed. That was terrifying. You learned notes on unseen eyes. Timeless, deathless, enduring. Time is her domination and its costs. You've learned all their renewed majesty will permit. Ascend. We're at 65. You should talk to her on board. Your aunt needs no encouragement. She offers a hasty courtesy to her monarch and may say makes for a monumental glass stair. You follow her in the wake, descending the vast banisterless stair. As you approach, as you're able, your aunt's grip is rigid. She marches you from the throne room, her fingers trembling and her pulse racing in her wrist. We'll talk back on the engine. Okay. We need to do something about our terror. And then we'll talk to our friend, I think. The mausoleum's one way to deal with terror. And then we can go exploring from there. Drink, drink, drink. Ooh, what's this? Sinaster! Hello, friend! Thank you for the bit. Yay. We only gained a little bit of terror while we were heading on over to the mausoleum. And a few more bits. The bits keep on pouring in. My friend, how are you doing today? We're trying to reduce our terror. It's getting really close to 100. When it hits 100, I believe you just die. Your people go crazy. Or your person. The person I'm playing. There's free stuff here, free loot, just sitting there. Please don't drive us crazy, please don't drive us crazy, please don't drive us crazy. Ooh, free hope. That was nice. Alright. Doing alright, and myself? I'm enjoying this game. We're trying to get through some storyline stuff for our officers, and we just did something pretty important. We talked to the Queen of Albion, the Queen of basically space. Queen Victoria herself. You know Queen Victoria? I'm sure you do, but I just want to double check you're familiar with the historical figure. In this setting, it's like a different timeline. She took over space, and space doesn't work like space in the real world. It's like a Victorian idea of a space. Ether is basically out there. People don't die when they walk out into space. They freeze to death, but they don't die like by walking out into the cold. So it's a bit different. You know, yeah. But basically this is Victorian themed space stuff. It's quite fun. It's text heavy, it's got some really intense combat, and while I want to show off combat, and I can hear a little bit of it in the distance, think over this direction, we need to go into port so we can reduce our terror. I know this location is good at doing that, so it's the only reason we came over here. Well, not the only reason, we kind of want to explore afterwards as well. Exploring sounds kind of fun. Oh, I want to find the Well of the Wolf. I have no idea where it is or what it looks like, and I want to find a port where we can get a better scout. So in here we can go to there. That's useful. And we can go to here, and that barely reduces terror. For 3 sovereigns we lose a little bit of terror. 1 for 3. That's so little. Yeah, we have a lot of uncanny specimens, so just keep us from collecting forever. We do need to reduce this down to, I think, at least 30. And even then I want to keep spending money. We have a lot of money saved up. But yeah, exploring is good in this game because it's XP that passes on down the generations from one captain to the next. I'm gonna click this at least 10 more times. 1. I had no idea this is only 1 per click. It's such a terrible system because I just want terror to go down. I don't want to use my uncanny stuff on it. Alright, now we're here. We should probably talk to what's her face? Our officer. This one. Ooh, what's this? We have a transcription. I have no idea what that will do. Yeah, let's talk to her on. She's been quiet. Gain 4,000 XP. Yay! Reserves to serve the crown as a spy once more. You catch her aunt burning papers in the boardroom. Care for tea. She asks, leading you to her cabin. She gets out her best service. I was relieved to speak to the queen. Our sovereign's presence alone kept us from being enthralled with the revolutionaries. A lump of sugar settles in her teacup. It seems Albion's government has been lax, getting into messes and worse, shoddiness when attempting to cover them up. Her eyes gleam behind her spectacles. I shall have to come up out of retirement. Her Majesty needs me though. I'll still have time to help you out here, of course. Yay! So she gives us more irons now and nothing else. Alright, so do we want to keep buying terror reduction here? Maybe just like 3 more clicks. And now I'd like to go out east and then south. Let's buy ourselves some stuff. We have a little bit of supplies now for the journey. Alright. Off to explore the unknown. I'm glad we completed one of our quest lines. That was our goal today, was to get through one of them. Hey friend. Let's count like to 10 seconds and then we'll send out a bat. I bet going back to the boatman has different results now, although I don't have much interest in doing that. Still in Ormswold. He's unloved and time is rebellious. Let's see what's out here. Appears to be a London thing. And nothing in front of us for quite some time. It's almost all the way to the edge. Super far away. Still. We'll go up here. something out this way I'd like to go find, if possible. What are you hiding from us, Albion? Just a mineral deposit, it looks like. You're telling me there's something directly north of me. Probably nothing. Another thing we can go mine. Guess we could keep exploring this general direction. I feel like this is the Well of the Wolf. I want to make sure it's not right next to the mausoleum. No, it doesn't look like it. But it does see that it's up here. Skyhenge. I don't think it's Skyhenge, but it's near them up here. Sells supplies and nothing else. Well, I kind of feel bad looking it up. I guess we'll explore more of the unknown in this general direction just to prove not being biased or anything, I guess. Mourn the dead. Hopefully that doesn't spawn a scary guy in. Yay. We just reduced terror. Pretty affordably too. There's somebody up here. Success. What do we get? King of Souls. Ouch. Do we want to go down to Prudence and then the floating thingy? What was that? I just heard something. I think if I go around it's going to be too easy to get back to this point, but apparently there's something right at the end of this rock. So we are going to backtrack a little bit to see what it is. It's one of these things. Hello, friend. Mourn the dead. He lost us. Or at least lost interest in us. Ooh, I wonder what that is. I guess we'll go towards it. And then we'll go to Prudence. Prudence. Hello, fishy friend. Got him. There's terror. Ooh, uncanny specimen. They're useful for losing a lot of terror around here. Something right in front of us. And it's a wreck. There's so many wrecks around here. Yeah, I had a feeling we might be dealing with one of those things. I hate fighting them. They're no fun. Ow. There's a rock to put between me and it. Or not. That was not a real rock. It's a fake one. And then they disappeared. Yay! I think he despawned or something weird. I'll take it. This one just sells supplies, but we could probably get over there. Fuel and supplies. At least I know we could get there pretty easily. I think we can get a port report here, right? Party below. Sure. We need to increase our veils if we can. Officers. You do 2 veils. Hearts. Irons. Mirrors. Veils is not what any of these people do. I'll have to try again later. Ooh, we can buy some crocodiles. Bring them back to London. quite valuable, so I think I will bring that back. And we're gonna see if we can find this thing up near the floating parliament. As much as I want to go to Livestream and try and complete the Hourologist storyline, we're here, so we might as well try and complete what's his storyline? What's his face's storyline instead? The Devils and the Princesses thingy, since we've been working on it for a while, and I think we're kind of close to completing the Princesses one. At that point, we'll just kind of see what the ambition is for living in London too, because I don't think it's that far off what we're working on. Hey, we can reduce our terror, although I think it might be about to go down by a bit. Ah, we failed. I usually use those to reduce our terror, but I think it's about to drop down by 30. I hope it is. If it's not, that would be annoying. Here, have my port reports. We can sell these at the market. Eight of each should be enough to get out to the floating parliament and then over to here if we have trouble finding the place. But I don't want to have to cut across earlier than I need to, so that's good for now. Let's repair our boat a little bit. Mausoleum. Mausoleum's getting greedy. Alright, now we're off to try and find this Well of the Wolf for two of my characters. Apparently, it's supposed to spawn somewhere near here. It's not Skyhenge. Is often close, which doesn't mean it's actually up there. It might be far away from the floating parliament. Although I'm gonna check north of there first. Let's cut more north. I meant to go through here, but whatever. Indigo Soar, which I don't think we've found before. Hello. Can we have the XP for finding you? Apparently we found this before or something. something directly north. Hello. There, I think we may have lost him. I think we just got a free thing of, ooh, yes. Those are good. Those are valuable. Okay. Hey, there's something we can mine. To do that, but not right this second. Let's send out a bat soon. There. That's probably far enough out. I've been over there before. I don't think there's much out that way. Let's go out here for like 20 seconds and then try again. I think we're close. This seems like this is it, doesn't it? This has to be it. Are you it? Maybe not. You look pretty scary to me. You're telling me that's nothing. I don't know. I don't see much out here. Something right in front of me. Is this it? That might be it. How do we do this? How do we get close enough without getting drawn in? Where are we supposed to go here? Anywhere? There's something there, I think, that we can approach. There we go. Descend. You'll land, but risk damaging your hull. 100% success. Your engine bucks like a dying pig. It whole groans, gritty, black particulate clatters at the windows. With a last lurch, your locomotive crunches onto the grimy ice. Your driver exhales a good landing, not a gentle one. There's something inside the well. We have no useless cats. Something inside the well, and we can take a cat, a useless cat. That's pretty funny. Help the repentant devil look for what he seeks. There was once someone he wanted to find somewhere in one of these caves. In body she is older, even motherly devilish. She says nothing to him, though it's plain she recognizes him with pleasure. He, for his part, sits with her for a long time, telling stories of the Iron Republic of London as it used to be, of Parabola. He talks the way one might at the sickbed of a beloved unconscious patient, as much for one's own comfort as for theirs. At last he runs out. How did you ever reconcile yourself, he says, to give up the work? She doesn't answer. Before he can go, she offers him a document on papyrus sealed with wax. Help sympathize with her. Help him direct his rage. If he's going to be angry, let him be angry at those who have reduced devils to this condition. Maybe help him sympathize? I don't know. Should we make him more ambitious? The other one we went with was more ambitious than anything else. This seems like the ambitious one, but I forget what the alternative was. Become more ambitious. He's becoming more angry at the judgments. He grumbles he was not useful to rebel against judgments, for that was what produced this result in the first place, but perhaps he is moody and thoughtful for some time after this. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have done the other one. Angry at the judgments. That might limit me a little bit. Tend the happy occasion. Yes. She's ready to be wed. She's the bride. She's ready. It's true to keep her waiting. An audience of silent devils and singing bees watch the incognito princess approach the well. She says her vows with a feverish delight. I have learned of two who would prevent change in hell to thwart them. I have learned of sorrow, and will have sorrow no more. I have found the remains of my old self and destroyed it to make way for the new. And most of all, I have the most fantastic ring. She leans over the well further. I will be your queen. She screams, will you be my king? A distant and incomprehensible bellow bursts from below. The princess takes it as a yes and glances at you meaningfully. I've heard if you throw this into the you get a thing. I didn't know that you're supposed to pass her the ring. I thought you're supposed to throw the ring into the well. Interesting. You have a memorable wedding. guess we give her the ring. Can't really tell. I don't really want to look this up too much. I think we're going to pass her the ring. It'd be rude otherwise and potentially fatal. Just pass her the ring. She slides the ring onto her finger and says, I do. The princess slowly ceases to be. Her transformation into the Queen of Bees would be a sort of thing you'd recount grandly to your peers of applause and wonderment if only you could speak of it without shrieking. If you persisted with the foolhardy attempt, it'd be possible that during your gasping sobs you may manage to share some of the awful details. It is unlikely anyone listening would thank you. The clearest moment in the kaleidoscope of memories is your own response to the impossibilities before you. What did you do? I don't know. What did we do? Guess we did this one. 20 new chair, we're up to 44. We gained a Syrian enigma. Heir to beloved, the king of choirs, devil trapped in the wellings. What would do with her skin? Required the shed skin of the incognito princess. I guess we will take the kitty. Got a useless cat, yay! Devils trail you to the leopard well. Her facing away, expecting something yelling plaintively from the abyss, something mortal and obviously off key. You go on and stomach lean over the edge, a hand thrust into the void for a moment. There's nothing but noise, nothing but the cold and the sense of profane, something scared. Then your fingers brush against fur. With considerable effort, you extract your round-bellied, snaggle-toothed, long-clawed lump of a cat. The devils are relieved at your success and insist you depart with the aggrieved feline as soon as possible. Yay, we got the kitty. Let's speak to the congregation of devils. You ask about their life science. When you persist, one steps forward and opens his mouth as wide as he can. Plain song emerges, sweet with a surrender drone. The devil's lips and tongue aren't moving. The song is coming from deeper in his throat. You stand on tiptoes. The devil's lean as forward. You peer past his tongue. His nostrils goes, and you see compound eyes, insect-eyed iridescent peering back at you from the chest cavity. This devil is all for now, it seems. The stone idol. May only subject to one right at a time. Great hearts at the cost of irons. They add, let's not do that. Approach the bandstand. Much a well thing. I like the tools to decipher the meaning of the hymn. Devils struggle out the wasted finery to the teeth of the wind. In treacherous line, they make their way to the bandstand. Sure, see what happens. In one vision of the heavens, the lips are motionless. So I don't know. A reunion. The buzzing plates pours from their throats. Notes are scattered across the scale, creating only tenuous harmony. Slowly, they begin to shuffle in what might be a dance, and the movements are performed only with the feet. Are they drawing an alphabet hieroglyphs? The well wails down, drowns them out. But they persist. At some time after they begin to waver, the wind slackens slowly. Over the course of another hour, the well returns to quintessence. The devils, worried, go back to their caves. I have one savage secret, one moment of inspiration, and one searing enigma that we can use to decipher a little bit of the dance alphabets of the devils. I kind of want to do that. Maybe later. I think we're gonna leave. the wolf. We found it. Yay! Do we go to floating parliament? There's usually a port report that we can pick up there, right? Ooh. The Princess Cabin remains a macabre memorial for her departed majesty. The political suitor and the analytical suitor, now freed from their cages, look with devotion at the skin that's slinking behind you. It would be an honor beyond all imagining to win the skin of the divine princess, says the political suitor. No, says the analytical suitor. I'm the only one, the only logical choice. So we can either do Bohemia or Academia. I think we'll do that one. Logical mind, please. She's gonna wear the skin of her. Despite the wailing of the poetical suitor, you choose the analytical one. She takes the skin and membranes move to enclose her entire body, moving like a boa constrictor tightening. There's a creaking of the bones and the sound of almost like a pedestal of mortar grinding flesh. Despite this, it's hard to be sure whether the suitor smiling is for grimace or a grin. In moments, it is done. The exact image of the princess stands there, exact bar singing details, instead of the most wondrous pair of eyes you'd ever seen out of the jagged holes in her face, the starry, panicked, delighted eyes of the suitor. The poetical suitor is bereft, withdrawing entirely from all contact. He leaves the locomotion at the next port. Without saying a word, clearly believes he has no future. When the analytical princess is informed of the news, they don't care. They care for little now, bar serving and smiling. Can we not put you in charge of our stuff while we're not at port? Okay, we'll have to do that when we're next at port then. Oh, and we just leveled up. Woohoo! Good for us. Mirrors increased by 10. Maybe we'll increase our mirrors a little bit more to get us to 75. Build tools might be one of a few options that we can use to get there. Take 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's take this. Mirrors plus hearts. Going to the floating parliament now. Hopefully we can reduce terror there. Then I would like to I guess as we complete their thing, his thing, what did he want next? Brief him on Corillon. Surely has more to say about the Baroness. Ask more about rebelling against the judgments. Agree to a private rendezvous to move for something more powerful. Says he is curious whether his old skills still hold. Brief him on Corillon. Past passions. If I were younger, remarks the repentant devil, I would take place from the current ownership and turn it into a fitting demonstration of refinement of the soul. You, I could even work on you if I turned your ribs to glass. Any loss and he's lost in reverie, like a tailor sees in a vision of idea and trousers in a particularly difficult client. When he collects himself and you're still present hands, you may have noticed that they do not bother to prepare each soul in order. That's the real art, of course. Match the soul to his judgment. Ooh, we need some evidence. Surely there's more to say about the Baroness. Former roommate, I used to live with her for centuries before the Republic. She gave me a safe haven. I gave her the wreck of power. I had been something and now I was not. You see how she is. She sits in the ruins of the brass embassy for a century, as if nothing dislodges her, feeding her babies on the pulp of diplomatic dispatches. On the topic of those babies, you rather thought you saw her eat one of her larvae as you were leaving. The uselessness of hiding wore me out. Otherwise, the aristocracy was nothing to do. Alright, so we need to get 3 paint things and show it to him, I guess, next. I don't have a caged chorister bee yet. Confused what his questline wants us to do. Krillon. Fairness the hell thing. Yeah, we just need to do that, I think, next. For his questline. Ooh, we found something. Neat. I really didn't think we were that close to completing her questline. That's pretty cool. There's more stories for us to try and chase down too if we feel up for it. It's wind blowing us this way for whatever reason. I can hear combat. Sounds like over here. I think we're passing it. Ooh, free stuff. Oh, free stuff. Yeah, we need to go back home. People are getting a little crazy. Is there anything in the Parliament that reduces terror? Whoa, what's this? A wonder? I was not aware of a wonder. Let's go check out the wonder, see if that helps out with our terror. I think wonders are good for terror reduction. Yeah, this should be good for us. Lose terror. The tower chimes. Hello, tower chimes. Whoa, this is really good for terror reduction. What else is around here? Anything? Apparently something this way. some free stuff, it looks like. Send out another bat for fun. There's something out there. We might be able to get more from the wonder if we actually go over there and check it out. What is it? Anything cool? You in combat. It does sound like it, doesn't it? Wonder if that's going to be an object. It does look like it. Or was we just dodged that pretty expertly? Yeah, it's just stuff. Should have known it was just stuff. We might even fight this guy that's up ahead of us. He was fighting an admiral thing. Oh, it is a wall. Darn it. You didn't look like a wall. You didn't show up on the map or nothing. Shame. Alright, back to the thing of chimes. See if it can take me under 37. Something invisible over here. Or not invisible. Did you destroy the other boat that was over here? Yeah, it didn't seem to reduce our terror again. I don't know how the wonders work, but I was hoping. Around here that we could explore. I might want to come through here. Oh, there's a tacti over here. Who would have guessed? Fuel and supplies, please. Oh, it cost this guy too. Yay! That's good. That was interesting to find that out here. Joy seen on the lawn. File port report. Let's reduce terror. Nah. Ooh, they got some bronze or some literature that we could buy here. Literature is nice and valuable. We might get 2 of those. I want to go over here. keep exploring. I think so. Our terror levels seem to be pretty reasonable. Unexplored area up here, unexplored areas over here. Let's go more south of this location once we get to it, and then we'll cut out and do a bit of a loop around the edge. Either that or we just kind of cut in now and try to reduce our terror a bit, and then we can come back out through this area. Maybe explore out this direction a little bit past the mausoleum. Yeah, I think it's time to go back to Albion. We did a nice little loop there. Completed one person's quest. Right after we completed another one too. We're on a quest completing rampage. Join. I'm gonna reduce her terror. We've done enough that they like us, so prove we know the right sorts. Oh, we used up a little bit of our favor doing this. Let's go in with a hat. Right at port report. Terror is reduced. Let's just do this until our clothes no longer work. Stop at a charming tea room. The detail not quite right. Ponder that. Strange, unearthly taste. This enables you to investigate the weirdness. Thing is not for potentially rewarding things 100%. Yeah, let's do it. Scruffy. Sour tang of the last sip resides in your palate. The oily coating on your tongue is like, but not entirely dissimilar to, and the more familiar teas of London. You'd go magnificently with a fresh. It would go magnificent with Fresco and some on manufactured jam. but the aroma is fundamentally incorrect. The citrus notes mingle with the nostalgia for a time that's never been. The warm spices heighten anxiety that bubbles with every sip. The tea remembers how it will come to be made. It is a struggle to ignore the details. Familiar with the oddities, more the port will become available to me. Interesting. Ooh, I need more affiliation with the Bohemians to go there. Stop at a charming tea room. It is time to be elsewhere. Leave swiftly. I think we need Bohemia to get in to do more. Ooh, we can buy some cage catches. Our terror was reduced nicely. Maybe we'll go around the outside here. Let's try that out and hope that we don't get in any trouble. Nah, it's time to go home to London. There's no point in drawing it out any longer. Part of me very much would like to complete another officer quest today. We could try and pursue more of the repentant devils thingy. Oh, we also forgot to change over to the other officer there. We can do that in London. We're just going right there, right? Yeah, we'll do that when we get to London. Hopefully. Here we come, London. I'm glad to have more things available to us. I think we need to sit here for a little bit of time where our fuel runs out. Yeah, facing the right direction. Let's go this way. Hello, bandit. We would like to avoid you too. Hello, friend. It's just like an Albion one. I'd be okay with fighting you if you catch up. Here, coming? No, he stopped as soon as I stopped. Coward. Here, I'll fight you. Got him. Take that, Albion Marauder. Yeah, let's repair the hole a little bit. Thank you for the hole. Something right in front of us we can go study, it looks like. this. Lost a crew. How sad. We're almost back to London town, and then we'll try and progress him. We'll switch over to the other officer, the lady on that we completed her quest line. So we've completed this one's quest, this one's quest, we're working on his. Only have one more quest line that we really have to go. That's pretty good. I'm happy with it. I think this was about to drop down. We've been out from port a while, so I expect it to. Hey, the turret just jumped down a whole lot. Okay, I think it said 3 of these are required to advance the storyline. Also, let's go in here. There you go. We got more mirrors. And some affiliation with Academy. Assemble the devil's evidence. Documents lying on the table are to be deciphered. Yeah, and invisible to the right lights. Judgment of the Blue Kingdom is pursuing the repentant devil. It takes some hours to sort the matter out. It becomes clear in the end. I have a measure of my attacker now. He says, if I were a younger devil, I'd be flattered. My old abilities are in demand. The Son of the Blue Kingdom has put out a reward for the first person to kidnap me and bring me under guard to Skyvernet, there to assist in the service of its appetites. You can offer him somewhere to retire. So offer him passage to his new home at Skyvernet. Offer him safe haven aboard. So you can either deliver him or keep him on board. I feel like I want to keep him on board, but I'm not sure if that will close me out of his storyline, and I feel bad looking this up. I want it to be like my decision, you know? But I only see one option for him in this, and it says Defiant Devil in Pan, promoted. Consider training to service. Decide against it, so he's not going to. He could stay with me. I think I have to talk him into staying with me here instead of serving the blue whatchamacallem. It's my only signaler, so I'm gonna keep him. Offer him safe haven aboard. Devil travels with you, led you to this and will determine his future. Sure, let's keep him on board. Offer him a safe haven aboard. Destroyed everything but rebelling against the judgment directly, and now perhaps it is time. Now of all times. Perhaps it's possible to take action and have some hope of winning. Deliberation. Oh, and we can upgrade him. He looks younger than most devils. Who would he like to be if he is free to travel with you? And transform the thing into grease or veils, yes. Hey! We got some XP. And when we're docked, we can appoint him. Something tells me this will be bad. Freedom to travel, protection as much as he can offer from the interference of any further agents of the Blue Kingdom. Either he is touched or he has the tact to pretend that he is. At any rate, he accepts. Alright, so we've upgraded a lot of people now. This guy's establishment, he's establishment, she's villainry. Yeah, it's mirror thingy. Mirror and 2 irons. Oh, stroke the cat. So cute. It was not relaxing. Oh, that just makes it even cuter. Hair looks good. Oh, I'm glad you think so. I'm glad it came out alright. We've completed this person's quest today, this person's quest today, this person's quest today. We already did this one, we already did this one. But that's a full roster. The only thing left is to go to the Blue Kingdom and try our luck with some of their stuff. Do we do that now? I mean, we've already progressed his storyline quite a bit, and his storyline quite a bit. How much do we have in the hold? I think retiring would be kind of silly. Should we go for some more quest lines? That would require us leaving Albion and trying to go into the Blue Kingdom. Before I do that, I do want to explore some more of this territory on the outskirts. Let's try and do that first. Go out here and do some exploring. Also, Bazaar, Glass to Woolbury, Literature to the Avid Horizon. You can make some money off of that. Clockwork Sun is kind of where we're going anyways. I don't feel like filling my hold up with that stuff right now. Let's go in here. Where is it? No, it's not there, it's here. Yeah, you have time. Problem is, if I die, I lose like I think half my money or something, and that'll make retiring a lot harder. I'll have to grind up some wealth, but that wouldn't be too hard to do. Deliver port reports, please. Appears as if we hadn't done that. I also want to complete the Royal Orological Office thing if we can. Yeah, let's do that after we've found this last port. And go off this way. Ow. Wait to waste some of your hull points on a wall. Take that wall. We've already done quite a bit for the Orological people. Orological, however you say it. I don't know. It's a made-up term, I think. Well, I shouldn't say that without knowing. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's historically something, a term that was used when the English Empire was a thing. But we saw a pretty cool little storyline earlier today, just flying around. We found the workboat thingy, or whatever it was. Boat something. Boatman. I think it was just called Boatman. It's a really weird name for a fleet, an admiralty thing.